Let's see. Something's going on with the Facebook, so I'm not sure what that was about. All right. All right, there we go. Now I can see some comments at the bottom. So yeah, there we go. I can see some comments. So if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Coach Michael, and on this channel I help you live with intention and with purpose. So if you're interested in any one of those things, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, select all, so you do not miss a thing, because I upload videos weekly, sometimes daily. It just all depends on the message that I want to put out. So guys, we're back now. I had a couple of technical difficulties with the phone. I could not see my chat, so I didn't know what was going on. But I'm gonna give everybody enough time to come in. Let me know where you're viewing from. This is your first time to the channel. Don't make yourself shy. Don't be shy. You're more than welcome. We are a community here. We're all together. So judgment-free zone here. But I want to talk about something I was thinking about today, y'all. And right now, I know that I'm not the only one that's probably been thinking this way, but I know there's many of you right now who are in a season in your life right now that you don't quite understand. Hey, how's it going, Flex and Flash? Tina, I'm gonna get some questions at the end, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this message out, because when I'm flowing, I gotta make sure that I get it out, or I'll be stumbling over my words. So I want to make sure I keep going forward. But I know there's many of you right now that are in a season in your life that you too much don't understand. And what we have to understand is that there are seasons in our life that we go through. So in one season, you may be in a season of building and repairing. So I don't know, many of you probably watched, I'm not sure, what your beliefs are, but I'm a believer, and I believe that God takes us through different seasons to help us develop and move forward towards the future. So you may be in a season where God has you, and he may have you in a season of building and repairing. He may have you in that season to be doing a lot of crying. You may be revisiting places in your life that you try to overlook, but certain situations just keep coming back up. You may be in a season of newness. So you may get taken off of one job and you're possibly transitioning to a new job. And then some of you may be also in a place, hey, London, I see you. Nice to see you in here, London. But some of you also may be in a season where God is beginning to show you things around. He may be beginning to show you things around you. So what do I mean by show you things around you? He may be beginning to show you some friends who you thought were truly your friends that are not your friends. He may be showing you that, people have been talking about you and you need to disconnect yourself from them. You see what I'm saying? So just to kind of, go ahead and get to what I'm talking about, you have to know what season that you're in life. A lot of times while we repeat the same thing over and over and we find ourselves going through the same thing, is because we have not learned and mastered while we were in that specific season. So if you know as friends you need to cut and you need to let them go, let them go. There's no need to still keep them around if you know they're going to continue to bring you unnecessary drama. They're putting unnecessary weight on you, and they're just causing you to be distracted from what you know you're striving after. So we don't want to get caught in the winter and we got on summer clothes. We don't want to be in the summer and have on winter clothes, because I don't know about y'all, but where I'm at right now is hot. And I can't see myself wearing those sweatpants and wearing a pullover out here right now, because I get hot and I don't like being hot. I sweat easy and I don't like to be musty. I don't like to be musty. So that's one thing that we have to make sure that we pay attention to. I had a mentor a while back that told me, when I was going through a difficult season in my life, he told me, he said that you're so busy trying to get out of this season that you're not learning what you need to learn while you're in the season. And so if you're going to go through something, if you're going to go through hardships, if you're going to go through those things, make sure you learn from it. A lot of things that we go through, we feel that that's the end. Like, that's the end. That's it. That's all that's going to come from it. But in actuality, there's a blessing right around the corner that season, that rough season, is preparing you for. So let's say, for instance, if you lost a job, the first thing you may want to do when you lose that job is, oh my God, I don't got no benefits. What I'm gonna do? I got bills and stuff due. I got this due and that due. But instead of just stopping, it may be something that God is trying to get to you. So that book that you said you wanted to start, what if that's the opportunity for you to finally start on that book until the next job comes along, or until something else comes along to help, you get to where you're trying to get to? We don't look at it that way. The first thing we do is we get to panicking when things don't look favorable. Why? Because we were in a comfortable place. And when you're in a comfortable place, then everything is cool. But when you're put in an uncomfortable place, that's when a lot of things begin to not make sense. Take note. When you're in an uncomfortable place, things are not going to make sense. And a lot of times us as human beings, that's just us now, the fleshly side of us, we're used to doing things a certain kind of way. We're used to getting this paycheck every 2 weeks, every week, or whatever. We're used to doing the same routine all the time. But when unforeseen circumstances come up that are not meant to tear us down, but to build us up, we don't look at it that way. We automatically go into a panic zone. So each and every one of you watching right now, I want you to understand that when you approach those bad seasons, remember that it's something that you need to get out of it. It's a lesson that you need to get out of it. It's always an easy thing when you are where you want to be in life. It's very, very easy. And some of you right now who are watching, you have told yourself you want to be in a specific place at this age. I want to do this at that age. Oh, I'm too old right now. You know, I thought I should have did that back then. You know, it just doesn't seem like anything is moving for me right now. No, it's not that. But the way you may be going about it may be the wrong way. You see, like I said earlier, I'm a believer. And the Bible says that there's a way that seems right to man. So you may think that you're going in the right direction, but in actuality, the way that you're going, you're really causing more stress on yourself than anything. You're really causing yourself to have more anxiety than anything. You're really causing yourself to be in a state of, you know, depression and oppression because you're overthinking and overanalyzing. You're overthinking and you're overanalyzing. I'm gonna get to those questions at the end, so I can also see y'all's questions. So I'm gonna scroll back up and see each one. So if y'all want to put a question in, y'all go ahead and put it in. I'll scroll back up and I'll answer them. But that's really what I had on my heart, because I know that was one thing that I was thinking about as I was driving. I was actually headed towards the house, and I said, you know what? I got a message that I want to share with my brothers and sisters on the day. Something that I wanted to share with y'all. So no matter what season you're in, remember, there is something in the season. Don't be so quick to try to rush out of it. I know it feels uncomfortable. I know the pressure makes you upset. I know it frustrates you. I know it makes you feel like that nobody's there. But sometimes God will have you in a place where nobody's there to assist you. You have no help. I mean, everybody that you call, you like, man, some people, to be honest with you, they've been there and they never been there for you before, but now you're really noticing it like never before now. So you know some of the same people, they ain't never been there for you before, but you just still keep them around for whatever reason, I don't know. So that's for somebody. So whoever understands that, that's for you. But for the most part, you'll be in a season where nobody will be there for you. You will feel lonely. You will feel like, God, I know you see me going through this. Like, you know, people around you and things like that. But even in those seasons, y'all, I don't know if y'all seen my last video that I made, and I talked about you are the answer to somebody's prayer. If you haven't seen that video, go back and look at that video. I was going through something in my own mind. I was going through something myself on a specific day where I met a man in the store, and I didn't even know this man. I didn't even know this man from a regular stranger that I would see on the corner. I did not know this man. And I was able to see this man and see that he was going through something. Now take note, I was going through what I was going through, but I know that he needed me to encourage him. So I went to this man and I encouraged him. And do y'all know that that man needed the prayer that I prayed for him? I stopped. I didn't care who was looking. I'm in the grocery store. I went right there by that register and I started praying with that man. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you can also be so caught up in your own situation that you don't understand that there's a blessing that God is trying to get to you. And sometimes he's trying to use you to be a blessing, but we don't see it that way. So I'm trying to help you to get outside of that way of thinking, so that way you won't get trapped in this ideal of how you think things should go. Take your expectations off of where you think you should be. Take your expectations off of how you think things should be and where you see yourself. You got to take your expectations off of it, because I think that's the worst thing we can do as people. When we're in a specific place in life, we have these expectations that are like up here, and we have to understand, like, what if it doesn't go that way? What if it does not go that way? Right now, y'all know where I'm supposed to be. I was supposed to be possibly being either a nurse or something else. I played basketball in high school, and some unforeseen circumstances came, and I could have been playing overseas basketball right now. I know for a fact I could have, because I was just that good. Not bragging on myself, but I got skills. Y'all don't want to see me on the court. But anyway, for the most part, I could have did those things, and I'm not gonna lie to you. When I had my expectations of that and it didn't happen, for my whole life, you know, I would see younger basketball players and some people who I know that end up going to play overseas ball, and I would see them, and I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be there. You know, and I would sit in this place just thinking about it until I started to understand that, hey, God, maybe it's another direction that you want me to go in. And to be honest with you, it was. And I'm here coaching now. I'm an international coach, and I coach people all over the world. Top 10 coach, nominated by Tony Gaskins, and so many other things. But it's not about me right now. It's just about the message. But you see what I'm saying? When you take your expectations off, it's places that you can go that you never thought. I went to Maverick City Music. They selected me out of 30 people to go to a songwriting camp last year. And that's on my Instagram page. And it was just so many things I didn't understand. And I just really couldn't comprehend, like, okay, now I see the thing. Now I see the big picture now. I thought I was supposed to be doing this, but this is where you got me right now. And when I embrace the season, y'all, when I embrace the seasons that I went through, rather than trying to rush out of them and go back to what's comfortable, like I talked about, that's when I started to receive more clarity. So I just want to leave that right there with y'all. And I'm going to start answering some questions. So if you guys have any questions that you want to answer, I usually just open it up to the members only. And if you're not a member of the channel, please consider being a member of the channel for only $1.99. I got some great things coming up for you guys you don't want to miss. And I'm not going to disclose them right now, but I'll just make the announcement when it comes. But I want to help you all out right now. So if there's any questions, I'm going to go back and check out some of these questions that I saw earlier and answer a few. Let's go back up to the top. Okay, Flex and Flash says, I was there last year, so done, and then New Year's came around, and I thought I could give it another chance, but now I see it's a dead end, so it's hard, but it's reality. Yeah, that's very true. Sometimes things are just reality. And I don't want to sound harsh when I say sometimes you got to deal with it, but in actuality, like I talked about earlier, Flex and Flash, that there's a lesson within that hard spot. And you said, I guess it's called taking a leap of faith. Yeah, most definitely. Faith is the substance of things, is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. It's the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. So all you have to do is allow your faith to operate and what you see in your mind. So if you see yourself, and I'm gonna talk about that on another video. So wherever you see yourself, that's a vision that God has given you. You will be there. But a lot of times we skip processes, and I have to talk about that in a whole nother thing. But just take note on this. If you see yourself in a specific place, if you see yourself being that business owner, you see yourself being a 6-figure earner, a 7-figure earner, it's there. But you need to connect yourself with a person who can help you. I've helped I don't know how many people finally get clarity, because I'm a purpose coach and a relationship coach and a mindset coach, and in those areas specific. So I help a lot of people get clarity to find out, you know, which area they need to go in life. And I've been successful at helping people do that. So that was right, Flash. You were right on target with that one. Let me see what else we have right here. Thank you, London, for joining me on today. It's great to see I got some people from across the globe on here. How can you let some go when it's the ones you love? I understand you can love at a distance, but it's so hard. Now, when it comes down to that, Tina Arnold, when it comes down to that, you have to understand that your value and your worth is all in the decisions that you make. So what do I mean by that? How are you going to give someone something when you don't have it for yourself? You first have to make sure that you are in the right spot mentally, emotionally, so that you can be able to give to others. And I'm not gonna lie to you, me personally, I am a person that loves hard. But that's a gift that you have, but you need to understand that everybody does not deserve your presence, and everybody does not deserve your gift. Sometimes you have to give people the gift of goodbye and begin to go about your business, because if not, they're going to drain you. There's such a thing as energy drainers, and their specific assignment is to come around, drain you, and take everything that you have without giving anything in return. So make sure that you are getting what you need first. And some people that may think it's a selfish thing, oh, you being selfish, you not worried about nobody but yourself. But truth is, that's what we have to do. You're not a robot. You have feelings, you have emotions, and these things need to be met, because if not, you're going to find yourself either in a relationship with somebody, no matter if it's a friendship or a dating relationship, you're going to find yourself in that thing. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's detrimental. It's detrimental, it's very toxic, and it's not worth it. So love yourself first above all. Remember that. Let me see what other questions I have in here. Okay, let's see. Make sure you put your questions down in the chat, y'all, if y'all have any questions. I would love to answer. That was a great question, Tina. That was such a great question. That's why it's so hard being. Yeah. Flex and flash. Yeah, I don't know what you actually meant by that one. But yeah, that is true. Yeah, if you're a loving person, yeah, it makes it hard. Yeah, it makes it very hard. I get what you mean now. Yeah, if you're a loving person, it makes it extremely hard. Y'all put some questions down here. I know y'all got some questions. If you're on here right now and you're looking at this video, you have a question. Don't leave off of this live without asking the question that you know you need to answer, because this may be your divine appointment to make sure that you go ahead and put that question in the chat below. Don't get off here and be wondering to yourself, trying to figure things out and trying to make it happen, because that's what I'm a coach for. I'm here to help you. And right now, this is like a free coaching session. If you have any questions, I'm right here. You know, the numbers right now are at a decent spot where I don't have a lot of overwhelming questions like just pouring in right now, because sometimes it's more people, sometimes it's less, but right now it's a decent amount of people that are in here. So I also encourage you guys to, if you have not received coaching, or if you need some type of mentorship, I am on mymentor.life. So you can find me at mymentor.life. Book you a session so you can begin to get the clarity that you need. Don't sit there and try to deal with it. If y'all pay attention, we are in May. It just now turned May. So we are 6 months in, and it seemed like this year has flew by. Like literally, like this year has flew by just like that. And I was just telling my wife that the other night, I said, it seemed like that May came really fast. And she was like, yeah, May came really fast. So y'all don't sit there and try to struggle with it. Y'all got, a lot of y'all got visions, dreams, gifts, and y'all got books y'all need to write and so many other things. So book a session and stay consistent. Okay, let me see. Mrs. C, I overthink and overanalyze everything, which I believe is a hindrance. Oh yeah, Miss C, that is most definitely a thing that I talked about earlier. So if you go back and watch the replay, you'll see that I actually put that in there. I'm an overthinker as well. And overthinkers, we have a gift of really, we can go deeper than the average person. We can think a lot deeper, on a deeper level. Some stuff might fly over some people's head, but we will sit there and break it down, and we will find messages all in what other people missed. So that's me. I find hidden messages all in people's, and just in general, in things in life. Like me and my wife, we might be looking at, well, I can't use her because she's a deep thinker like me as well. So I might be looking at TV with my brother, and we might be looking at the news or something like that. Now I done got about 15 things out of what they said on the news, and he might be like, what you talking about? And then I break it down. Oh, okay, now I know what you mean. So I'm an overthinker as well. But what you have to learn is some things don't require you to overthink. Sometimes you just have to do it. Just do it. If you feel that strong urge to get on something and make something happen, you got to do it. Get on it. If it's over there repetitively, over and over and over, and it keeps repeating in your head over and over and over, do it. Don't hesitate. Make it happen. Make it happen. Do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. See, I'm gonna take a few more questions from y'all. Y'all not following me on Instagram, y'all go over to my Instagram and shoot me something and let me know how the live went, if you enjoyed the live. Let me see. I'm gonna take a few more questions, y'all. I'm here to serve. I'm gonna do this a little bit more often for y'all too. Let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, I got me see. Flex and Flash put another one in here. Flex and Flash is on it. All right, a lot of people say that I am biased about a lot of situations. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. Well, when you say bias, it just depends on what you mean. A lot of people call you biased when you're not taking their side of what it is. So they'll call you biased about something. So it may be for their motive, and people are very manipulative with their words, and they'll try to make you feel bad because you didn't agree with them on something. So watch out for those. They're considered energy drainers as well, manipulators. They're very good at manipulating and using their words. We must be free from those type of people in 2021. Okay, y'all, so is there any more questions? Make sure, y'all, if y'all not a part of the Blessed and Favored family, join the Blessed and Favored family. Y'all keep this channel rolling. I greatly appreciate all of y'all's support. And just coming on here really means a lot to me. I don't do this for show. I don't do this for any clout, accolades, or whatever you want to call it. But this is my gift, and this is my passion, and I love to serve. Okay, Flex and Flash. All right, so if y'all don't have any more questions, I may come back on later on tonight. I got a few errands I need to run before the sun ends up going down. As y'all can see, the sun is getting ready to set. So but that's all I had, y'all. If y'all have any more questions, I'm about to get ready to hop off. So y'all remember, until next time, remember that you were created to be more than average, but each and every one of y'all were created to be dope. Make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and I'll probably come back on later. Not later, I'll come on tomorrow. Y'all be blessed and have a good evening.